Good to know. Good to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your hats for the posting of the colors and the national anthem.
March. Forward, march. Mark time, march. Right wheel, left. Forward, march. Left, 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 left.
Marshals, please seat the graduates. How about a round of applause for our band and our color guard, folks? That was amazing. And how about this weather? Oh my God. There's a few sleepless nights leading up to today, but at this time, it is my pleasure to begin the North Country Union High School Class of 2025 commencement ceremony. I'm joined on stage by our school board representatives, Graham Ray, Wendy McGilvery, Mary Esposito, our superintendent, Elaine Collins, and our administrative team of Noel Pixley, Anita Mayhew, Gwen Bailey-Rowe, Sarah Pickering, and Diane Tutko. I'd also like to acknowledge all of you, friends, family, community members, who supported our graduates throughout their childhoods and school careers. Thank you so much for your love, your caring, and your commitment to these wonderful young people. My role today is to introduce the class of 2025 and their speakers, but before I do so, I'd just like to acknowledge that this event could not have happened without the help and support of the entire school community. Special thanks go to Mark Dunbar and the maintenance crew, Ashley Dewing and Phil Marquette, Eva Braun for their tech support, senior class advisor Genevieve Hemby, and graduation coordinator Steph Bowen for all their efforts to plan this event. Everyone worked hard to plan for both an inside and an outside event so we could hopefully make the right call. I'd also like to thank all of the teachers and staff who volunteered today and who have helped to support our graduates to reach this point in their lives. We're truly blessed to have a school full of people who care so deeply about our students. All of these folks deserve a round of applause. With that, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the class of 2025. This is my 23rd end-of-year address, and each year gives me an opportunity to highlight the unique characteristics of the graduating class. And the class of 2025 is intense. Come on, that's not bad. Someone had to say it. All right. Feels like years ago when we were redesigning the entire schedule and campus to accommodate the PCB issues in our building. And I'll let you in on a little secret. We had no idea if any of it would work. The 10-minute passing period, the remote locations, tent city, tent town, it could have all come crashing down on us and been a complete nightmare. Instead, our seniors, the class of 2025, led by example to focus on what we had and not what we lost. Instead of complaining about having to ride a bus to CCV or walk to the Legion, or be intense when it was too hot and too cold, both in the same day, they embraced the challenge and set a positive tone for the entire school. This ability to focus on what's right, to be grateful, to appreciate, to find joy in our everyday lives is what this class is all about. These are qualities that are in short supply and large demand now. And I know that each one of our seniors will carry these traits forward in their lives as members of their communities, and that our speakers today will give you all the same amount of confidence in their abilities that I have. In addition to hearing from the senior class president, the student speakers today have earned the summa cum laude distinction of being in the top 5% of their class with a minimum of a 3.7 GPA, and each submitted an essay to a committee to be considered as a graduation speaker. Our summa cum laude speakers this year are Josie Fortin and Amelia D'Amato. Amelia attended Enosburg Falls Elementary School and joined the North Country community in her junior year. Amelia will be attending Fresno State University to study architecture and environmental science next year. Josie attended Newport Town School and will be attending Middlebury College to study global studies and environmental science. And our senior class president is Aiden Briggs. Aiden attended Newport City Elementary School and will be attending Johnson State College as a three-sport athlete and to study business and sports management. With that, again, thank you for all being here, for your support of our school and our graduates. Please welcome our first speaker, Amelia D'Amato.
Yeah.
Good morning to North Country's newest graduates and our friends, family, and faculty. It takes a village to raise a child, and I am honored to speak to you on a day that represents the culmination of the hard work put in by our graduates and the support from each of their villages. Before I begin, I would like to thank those that made us laugh along the way, because hard work gets you nowhere if you can't enjoy the process. In these past 4 years, our village has been centered in that building, on our athletic fields, and in our halls. But as we graduate and move on from high school, each of your lives will evolve, and your villages will expand. For some, your villages may now grow to include your college or trade school campus. For others, your workplace. But for all, this expansion will likely lead you to meet all sorts of new people, with lived experiences very different from your own. It is my hope that when you encounter people with perspectives different from yours, you can take a second and truly listen to their lives, not to judge or even to understand, but to acknowledge. Through these interactions, we begin to recognize each other as different threads in the same fabric that make up our village, and we can learn to appreciate that everyone has something to offer. Radical acceptance is a practice. Whenever I struggle, I find reassurance in the phrase, "It takes all kinds." It takes all kinds reminds me that acceptance doesn't mean I have to like that person's opinions, or outfit, or attitude, but instead, all I have to do is accept that their lived experiences, their perspectives are just as valid as mine. It takes all kinds absolves me of the pressure to like everybody, because we will never like everybody. Luckily, I can tell you that we don't have to. Instead, we have a responsibility to see the humanity in each and every person, with the understanding that way more unites us all than could ever divide us. It is my hope that as you leave high school and enter different spaces and encounter all kinds, that you greet them with an open mind. In meeting new people, I hope you find that these interactions broaden and deepen your perspective of this earth. It is my hope that as you go through these next years, you are proved wrong. You recognize what misconceptions you had, and you are able to change them. When you're out in the world, meeting new people, I hope that you never dismiss someone based on a first impression, and I hope you truly have fun growing as a person. It is my hope that as your villages expand, you remember it takes all kinds, and that infinitely less could ever separate us than brings us together. Thank you, and congratulations to North Country's class of 2025. It is now my privilege to welcome my good friend and fellow student, Josie Fortin, to the stage.
Hello, everybody. Congratulations, fellow graduates, and thank you to all the family and friends for joining us on this beautiful Vermont day. Today not only marks the successful completion of our high school careers, but the start of brand new adventures. A time in our lives where we should enter the world with an open mind, prepared to take risks. Drive across the country with your friends, sign up for an interpretive dance class with no prior experience, and don't forget to follow your passions. Whether you want to become a beautician, arborist, or NASA scientist, you are capable of chasing after, perhaps stumbling along the way, and eventually fulfilling your dreams. While off on these adventures, don't forget the importance of the impact you can leave on the world. And I'm not talking about Nobel Prizes or the wealth you acquire, but the way you choose to treat others and the community you create. Living in the Northeast Kingdom has gifted us all a sense of community beyond our friends and family. Here we help our neighbors and support each other through hardships. Whether it's helping a stranger with a flat tire or giving your neighbor wood when they didn't stack enough for winter, we step up and lend a helping hand. Our sense of community goes beyond the support we give each other, as I believe the Northeast Kingdom Vermont Wave to be our most defining characteristic. The small act of acknowledgement shown by the subtle tilt of our heads and quick flick of our fingers off the wheel while driving. This action, though second nature to most of us, is an example of our sense of community. Today, in a world where divisiveness and hate threaten to weaken communities like our own, I ask you to remember the humanity in each other and live by the code we uphold here in the Northeast Kingdom. Help your neighbors, have empathy for those around you, and don't forget to occasionally give a good old-fashioned Vermont wave. And now I'd like to welcome Mr. Mel Hewish to the stage.
I just want to look at you guys for a second. You guys look great. Good looking people. All right. In preparation for the speech, a process that admittedly saw way too much procrastination, I waffled back and forth on which direction to go. With so many qualified speakers out there, all that had more eloquent and well-read than I was, I have to come clean. ChatGPT was calling my name. I had bikes to ride, I had friends to hang out with, and yes, I had last-minute assessments to grade. It would have been so much easier to simply say, "Hey Siri, write me a speech for the class of 2025. And this is what she came up with. Good morning, everyone. Well, here we are. The moment we've all been waiting for, perchance. Graduation day. It feels like just yesterday you were walking into class for the first time, wide-eyed and full of questions. And now, perchance, you're walking out and ready to take on the world. They say time flies when you're having fun, and I can tell you, we truly saw the years fly by. There were ups, there were downs, there were highs, there were lows, but through it all you kept moving forward, perchance. You worked hard, you believed in yourself, and now you're standing, or in this case sitting, on the edge of a brand new chapter. This isn't goodbye, it's just the beginning. Spread your wings, follow your dreams, never forget where you came from, chase your passion, stay true to yourself, and don't be afraid to fail. Remember, every ending is a new beginning, every closed door another one opens, blah, 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 the sky's your limit, congratulations. Lame, boring, cliche, and it's not really my voice, and it's really uninspired. Do you guys feel inspired? No, me neither. But I did prepare a real speech, one that hopefully will speak to each of you and offer up some insights as you all move beyond North Country Union High School. So let's try this again. Good morning, friends, family, colleagues, and most importantly, class of 2025. It is an honor and it is a privilege to stand here in front of you all today. Now, disclaimer, this real speech isn't about chasing your dreams, but I do want to take a moment to make this speech a little bit about me and my own goals and my own dreams. This year concludes the 15th of my teaching career, a career that started building first when I was a sophomore in high school in the year 2004. I vividly remember and fondly remember the powerful moment my career path became clear as I argued with my humanities teacher over a singular question that I got wrong on a small little check-in assessment. After spending the evening locked away navigating the struggles of dial-up internet, and the distractions of AOL Instant Messenger, yes, I can empathize with the call to social media, I believed that I had found the loophole in my instructor's line of reasoning and was more than equipped to finally prove him wrong. At the conclusion of the next morning, one that placed me teaching in front of my peers, it all finally clicked. I had clarity towards my purpose. Believe it or not, that fateful day, I decided that I wanted to be a high school history teacher. At that exact moment, I began to formulate a list of professional goals that not only included a how-to reach my career, but also included very specific milestones along the way. Number one, and you guys get this, graduate high school and move on. Check. Number two, graduate college and move on again. Check. Number three, get hired at a school. Check. Number four, get hired at another school because the first one was not very good. Check. Number five, get hired at another school because that one you just got hired for? Absolutely not. Nope, check. Number six, be selected to speak at graduation. Because of you all, I can check that one off as well. So again, class of 2025, it is an honor and it is a privilege to deliver a graduation speech in front of you today. You have no idea how much this means to me. So now let's do the real speech. I promise, there's not much left. Although goals are important, and I hope that my quick story about setting milestone goals resonates with you in some way, I want to spend today, like Josie, talking about community. It is not controversial when I say that the current climate of the world is more polarizing and increasingly divided than ever before. There are factors around us all, regardless of political affiliations and ideals, that constantly pit us against each other. It's scary how much of an us versus them mentality that I see every day. Fear-mongering, extremism, they're both at all-time levels unmatched for generations. And it is far easier to focus and perseverate on the few differences that we have, rather than focus on what binds us and brings us together. In reflecting on this notion, especially in the last 12 months, I find myself continually coming back to the idea of community and how a community can gather together and create true growth and change despite our differences. Now, it's hard for you to know this, but the community that you have grown up in is one of the most important and defining parts of your lives. As a kid from the far-off land of Franklin County, you know that place on the other side of Jay's Peak, I can attest to the pull to get out of these provincial towns. It is exhausting when you know that everyone knows your business and likewise you know theirs. The draw to the unknown can feel daunting at times, but the excitement is contagious and understandable. Just imagine the new stories that you can create in your new town, in your new city. It will be such a breath of fresh air to have a new start where people don't know me and I can finally make a name for myself. Yet there's something unquantifiable and special about the Northeast Kingdom. The communities that you have grown up in have a loyalty unmatched to anything that I have ever experienced. Neighbors may know your business and are always there, but the silver lining in that is that your neighbor will always be there for you. As you get older and reflect on your life in the kingdom, you will be blown away with how strong your community was growing up. Facts are facts. Some of you will never, ever return to these towns. Some of you are going to forge a new path in new towns, in new cities, states, and even new countries. Some of you, at the same time, will never leave, already firmly cemented in our unique corner of a unique and postcard-worthy state. Some will leave for a while, and then one day return, a whisper beckoning you back to your roots. But regardless of which category you fall in, I have the same advice. Stay grounded in community. Be reliable to your neighbor and be willing to rely on others. To reference Brené Brown, be willing to sit in the pit with others and be willing to invite others to sit in the pit with you. Volunteer, give back, be a champion for your home and for your peers because passion is infectious. So be unapologetically passionate about where you live. Love others, be empathetic, and demand a community that is inclusive rather than polarized. Divides are so much easier to overcome when we can all hang our hat on one single ideal. Let that be your community. And so now I want you to think for a second here and realize that this moment right here is the final moment that you guys will be in this community. There will never again be a moment where you all gather together, ever again. You guys are all now part of the history of this academic institution. In your 4 years at North Country Union High School, in this community, you've gathered together in triumph and in championships, as well as in heartbreak and in sorrow. In those moments of elation, the celebration is all the more sweet when we get to share it with our peers. In the moments of tragedy, the complex and deep emotions are not meant to be faced alone, and thankfully we haven't had to. Through the moments of challenges, through the moments of unforgettable joy, know that it has been defined by this community that is around you. So as you gather one last time as this community, before you take the momentous walk across this stage and shake hands with our esteemed administrators, and you head off to all those graduation celebrations, I just need 60 more seconds of your time. There is a Rolodex of other advice that I could give you, such as taking risks, being uncomfortable, surround yourself with people that will challenge your point of view, ask as many questions as possible, travel the world, eat new foods, laugh as much as possible, and when you cry, cry fully and cry hard. Tell people you love them, be willing to accept the love that they give you. But all that advice is irrelevant without community. So find a community that sees you for who you are, for your true self, and immerse yourself in that community. Help that community grow, because a community will surround you with the most meaningful people you will ever meet. And I am honored once again when I say how important this moment is for me to share with you and being a part of this community with you for the last 4 years. So class of 2025, congratulations, and from the bottom of my heart, I love you all.
Thank you, Mr. Milhewish. Can we have another round of applause for all of our speakers, please? Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct pleasure to present to you the North Country Union High School graduating class of 2025. Jessica Adonis. Siebert Anderson. Jacob Ashman. Kyle Baker. Miguel Van Willows. Abigail Bathalon. McKenna Bean. Lily Bove. Chandler Bennett. Xavier Benware. Hayden Bovin. Ava Bouchard. Mara Bowers. Juliana Braun. Aiden Briggs. Damian Brusso. Ben Brownlow. Sabine Bruick. Alita Bird. Logan Comer. Dustin Carroll. Hayden Shilifo. Josachun Augustine. Elizabeth Clark. Cameron Coe. Heidi Cole. Abigail Costa. Elias Cody. Maya Kuchar. Donovan Daggett. Amelia D'Amato. Charles Daniel. Chloe Daniel Fleury. Madison Davio. Dylan Davis. Casey Delabriere. Austin Deschanel. Ryder Deschanel. Cameron Duroshi.
Nicholas Driver. Alan Esposito Jr. Connor Falconer. Caleb Farley. Tristan Farnham. Benjamin Farino. Dakota Felix. Bethany Fillmore. Jasmine Fletcher. Cameron Forbes. Josephine Fortin. Olivia Jeffrey. Ty George. Emerson Gilson. Alex Giroux. Natasha Godfrey. Kayla Graves. Caleb Grenier. Ryan Goulet. Cameron Gustin. Gabriel Hartson. Jasmine Hastings. Bentley Hawley. Grace Hinton. Ilsa Hujendijk. Joshua Isabel. Caden Jones. In absentia, Nora Jones. Waylon Josie. Anya Kennedy. Elias King. Brandon Kirby. Natalie Neelan. Faith LeBaron. Abigail Labor. Maddox Lakin. Evan Lontine. Logan Lontine. Mocha Largy. Sasha Nicole Lake. Madison Legacy.
Gavin Leonard. Ryan Leonard. Carson Limlaw. Philip Luna. Michaela Malchuk. Kira Marcotte. Spencer Marquette. Emma Marquis. Annabelle Martin. McKenna McAllister. Kylie McAnally. Madeline McGilvery. Tristan Mize. Chase Monfett. Olivia Moore. Tyler Morey. Maya Morrison. Ethan Moulton. Vincent Mutter. Michael Nemeth. Kaiser Nesbitt. Jackson Parento. Jason Pelletier. Jaden Perry. Brianna Passini. Emily Philibon. Elliot Pitts. Simon Poplin. Maya Poulin. Star Poulin. Brady Provost. Ava Prue. Paradis Prue. Samuel Randall. Anya Remmers. Hunter Renfrey. Athena Russell. Liberty Russell. Madison Russell. Maggie Ryan. Ava Sandridge. Callie Sandville. Gabriel Sargent. Evan Sherlock. Brian Simpson. Emma Simpson. Cheyenne Smith. Eric Smith. Kaylee Sosha. Angela Stevens. Zachary Streeter. Haley Tatro. Priscilla Thompson. Julian Thrailkill. Layla Vaness. Taylor Vaness. Blue Vanderpool. Chloe Verdun. Madison Verdun. Sarah Wainwright. Neo Walsh. Beckett Webster. Marie Weichert. Parrish Weichel. Hunter Wells. Spencer Wheeler. Malachi Whitaker. Trent Whitaker. Elijah Willie. Natalie Willis. Camry Wright. Destiny Wright. And the last 2025 graduate to receive their diploma, Faith Wright. And now, your senior class president, Aiden Briggs.
Hello to all family members and friends here today. I know you've heard it already, but I want to thank everyone again for being here to celebrate this day with us. This is a bittersweet time for my classmates and me. I know for me, the last year, and if you ask Miss Carrier, the last 4 years, I've been wanting to be done with high school. I've always wanted to see new places and experience new things, but now that the time has come, I'm not quite sure I'm ready to leave. Mostly because I don't feel like paying loans for the next 30 years. And what can be better than a nice soggy piece of school pizza? First off, I want to thank all my classmates for these past 4 years. We have created so many memories and lifelong lessons. The experience and bonds that we created will last a lifetime. I wouldn't be the person I am today without each and every one of you. There are 5 people that have been especially important in my journey. They have done so much to support me that I could not explain how much they have positively affected my life. Everyone should find those people that have supported them the most and make sure you acknowledge them. They deserve to be recognized. I wanted to make my speech funny and exciting, but I just couldn't find the right things to say. So the only other thing I know is sappy. On the outside, it would look like I had an amazing high school experience, which I did, becoming the youngest band president, the senior class president, acting athletic director, among other things. Yet if someone were to look at a summary of my high school years, I mean really took a deep dive to see every moment and every event throughout these 4 years, I'd say they thought I hated it. I went through a lot that almost nobody really knows about or realizes. These things in part shaped me, along with the mindset I had along the way. I never wanted to take anything for granted. I always thought that we only get these years one time, so why focus on the bad and tough times, when you can remember the good times and grow throughout? I set out at the beginning of the year to write letters to some of my favorite people and those who have made the biggest impact on my high school career. These individuals are what made my high school experience the positive experience it was, and who I made so many amazing memories with. I couldn't thank them enough. Some of these people made big influences on my life. They became huge male role models to me during my time knowing them. To start, Jeremiah Melhuish has always been a person I went and talked to, whether it be tell him how great of a weekend I had, or going to help make some of the biggest decisions of my life. Another person being my cousin and band director, Bill Prue. I've looked up to him as a musician since I can remember. Over time, that evolved into me looking up to him as an amazing person and one of my biggest influences on my life. This next person has started as someone that I only knew for the last 3 months of my freshman year. Brian Arendt has always been in my corner, whether it be advice or being by my side when I'm having an off day, in throwing or just in general. He has grown into someone that I see as family of my own and admire as a person and father. His never-ending support has meant the world to me these past 4 years. This last person has been one of the most influential people of my entire life. He has been with me since the first class that I had at the high school. I used to sit in his room every day after school, just talking about whatever came up that day. He has continued to be someone I go and see and talk about anything to, and he will listen, even if I haven't talked to him in weeks. He has influenced my taste in music, movies, pop culture, fashion, and probably any single thing you could think of. He is truly one of the most amazing people I have ever had my pleasure of spending time with. And ever since I met him, I felt as though he has been my family. Without his support and guidance, I'm not sure I could have accomplished all the things I have. Thank you, Cameron Marcoux, for always being by my side. Without these 4 men in my life, I'm not sure that I would be the person I am today. They have shaped every part of my life and me as a person. Now, one last shout out. I don't know what I would have done with this last person. This person is who got me through these 4 years the most, good and bad. He was and is always there for me, to talk, play a game, hang out, boost my ego, bring me back to reality every once in a while too. He deserves the most recognition. Thank you, Brady Provost. Love you, dude. You have meant more to me than I can put into words. I don't know how I would have gotten through this time without you. Make sure you check up on the people that mean so much to you. Tell them how much you care about them, because you truly don't know when you'll make your last memory with that person. Everyone out here is worthy of getting a letter. Find those special people in your life and let them know how much they mean to you. My mom always told me to trust my gut, and right now, it's saying I'm pretty hungry, so I suppose I'll wrap this up. I hope I made as much of a positive impact on all of your journeys as you have on mine. I want to thank everyone again for coming. It was an honor to speak for you all today. I hope each and every one of you finds peace and happiness in your next journey. Peace out. At this time, I would like to welcome North Country Supervisor Union Superintendent Elaine Collins to the podium.
Marshals, please raise the graduates.
Here we go, Falcons!
Congratulations, class of 2025. Please turn your tassels. Class marshals, please lead out the class of 2025.